Hey guys, Opal here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a build and this is using all of the new Ariel Dream Bundle items, and I'm really excited for this build. The vibes are kind of like Castaway. I did a quick little interior before I did the exterior. I kind of wanted to make the inside of the house look a little bit more put together, a little bit more elegant, and the outside is kind of run down and old. I'm imagining this is someone's fancy beach house and they've just kind of abandoned it, but the inside still looks good. Now this interior honestly didn't take me that long because honestly there's not that much to it. It's just kind of like a courtyard entrance. I guess you wouldn't call it a courtyard. You know what I mean though. Honestly, I think this bundle is really worth it if you're looking to buy it. It's really nice. I mean, some of the items are maybe a little bit hard to use, but I don't know, I feel like it's always really nice getting items that aren't super basic, and plus it comes with two amazing potted plants that fit really well in a lot of different builds. This is one here, and then the other one I'm using in the corners. I mean, look at how cute those plants are. I think they're just really good versatile plants, and we always need more of them. That being said, I think it's still worth it even just to pay $4K for the house skin, because that is amazing. Plus you get an amazing dress, which I'll be showing you when we do the end of the speed build. Okay, now it's time for the exterior. This is done on Dazzle Beach. I honestly just wanted to keep it really simple. In my head I was just thinking back to when I was on Switch and how I used to decorate, and I was kind of channeling that kind of vibe, so everything's a little bit more spread out. I was also very cautious because, as you can see, my item limit is quite high and I haven't deleted my valley yet. Now I'm obviously going to do a build that's very luxurious, very formal, very elegant, but I thought this would be a nice easy build, especially if you guys just want to see how these items can be used. So yeah, I use lots of these little plaza ferns because I'm absolutely in love with them, and of course I had to add Prince Eric's ship because it is such a beautiful house skin but also very hard to use at the same time. I absolutely love doing this pathing with the tropical wood and then those little pillar fence things. I just imagine it being like a beach walkway with the string in between. You know what I'm talking about, the rope in between. That's kind of my vision whenever I do this. Obviously it looks a little bit weird in game, but I'm just imagining the string. I did put quite a lot of foliage in this build, but at the same time I didn't fill it up to the brim like I usually would with some of my builds, because I really wanted this to be Switch friendly, like I said. And I don't know, so I've been doing some more simple builds recently and I actually really love them. I tend to forget about my item limit until my last two biomes, and then by then I'm quite stuck, so I do some more natural, more open builds, and I've actually really been loving them. I also went in and added some darker ferns just because I liked the pop of color, and they also kind of matched the trees a little bit more, so I think they look nice. I also added some of those darker bushes Here's what it looks like just after sunset, or I guess at sunset. I think it's such a pretty build. I just am really loving this more naturalistic style instead of it being very cluttered and overgrown, even though it kind of is. This is the interior of the house. I'm also super happy with how this turned out. I hope this gave you a good vision on how you might be able to use these items and if this pack is worth it for you. Personal opinion, yes, it's definitely worth it. And the great thing is it's always going to be there in the premium shop, so you can save your moonstones and just buy them when you've stocked up. Okay, so this is the last of this little build here. Next we're going to be moving on to the bigger build of the day, which is a lot more decorated, a lot more going on. I actually used the jungle house and the not sure what it's called, but you'll see it in a second. I did this in the Forest of Valor, which I think makes perfect sense. I mean, it would have looked really good in the jungle in Eternity Isle, and it also would have looked really good in the Sunlit Plateau, but I really just went with this biome just because of the grass color, which I know sounds a little bit silly, but I just really love the bright green. Of course, I used all of the Eternity Isle jungle trees because I think they just work so perfectly. And yeah, that's the other house skin that I used. I'm not sure what it's called, the Hobbit house or something. Yeah, I think it just blends really nicely with all of the other buildings. I used a couple of these big rocks, and then I also used some beech trees and some small Forest of Valor little clusters because I wanted to try and keep the item limit low, which kind of didn't happen in the end, but that's what I was going for anyway. I couldn't help myself but use this little Tiana water tower. It's such an amazing item. It's so versatile and so beautiful. We got so many amazing items in this update, and there's going to be a lot more coming in the premium shop too, which I'm super excited about. I also use not only the Plaza ferns, the newly improved Plaza ferns, but also the Forest of Valor ferns because I thought they looked really good, and I also added Plaza bushes as well as the darker bushes. I'm really trying to go for more like different kind of colors and stuff when I'm doing my foliage, just because it looks a little bit better, I think, and it gives a lot more contrast to the build. Now that it's stopped raining, you can kind of see how all of the colors are coming together. I used lots of barrels and boxes in this build for obvious reasons, but I also used these little Tiana flowers as foliage. I just kind of hid the vase because I don't know, I just wanted to try it out. I did kind of like a market stall, but it's really fancy. There's kind of like a kitchen inside, and I put baguettes. I can't remember how to say that word. You guys taught me on stream, but I've already forgotten. So yeah, this is a little bit fancy, this area, but I tried to keep it like a little bit minimalistic and kind of like jungly. I use the barrel tables and the new chairs from the pack. I just think that the new kitchen items look so cool and so cute, and I'm really glad that we got more items like this. I've been saying for ages that we really need new kitchen counters, and it's just been really good to have some extra kitchen counters that aren't just plain white or black or grey. To end it off, I just added some fireflies because I think they're so magical and pretty, and also adding a little bit of foliage. I think I added a seat, just some very basic furniture just to kind of finish it off. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with this build. I really love how it turned out. So here is the final build. I'm really happy with it. I love the vibes that it gives this biome. I'm kind of sad that I didn't put it in the sunlit plateau though, just because I think this also would have looked really good, especially with the big lake. So that's my only problem maybe with this build, but I'm still super happy with it, and I'm excited to do the other side of my biome in the near future. One thing I am going to say though is we really need those doors and windows from the house skin. We need those in the game ASAP. I think they're beautiful. Here are some overview shots of the build. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.